Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason dropped a game to the Cleveland Indians, which he only allowed 2 runs on 4 hits, including a Floyd Witt home run. But Boston bats just couldn't wake up in time to make anything happen, and so Jason lost a game, and so did Boston, 2-1. And I wouldn't be as salty about that as I am, but here's the thing. We look at our standings, and we're actually within 2.5 games of the Yankees here at the end of the season, so we unexpectedly still find ourselves in something of a chase for the division, not just the postseason. We've already cemented our position here, getting at the minimum wild card spot, but it would be even better if we could beat the Yankees in the division and come out of here with, having to avoid that 1-game playoff in the wild card. So if we can get through this stretch here and beat the Yankees, that would be fantastic. So let's see what happens here. Sim a couple days here, so it looked like New York lost one to Baltimore. Sim another. They lost another to Baltimore. We're now within a game and a half. We won that last one against Cleveland, so we now have our games against Baltimore. They're playing Tampa Bay. We lose one, they win one. In a bullpen session, 12-6 and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Caper 9 cap, this is probably going to be the last training session I'm going to have before the show 19 drops, so I might as well get one of these things up to its top cap, or get the cap up just so I have room to work on stuff. Or, just get the Caper 9 up because I love strikeouts. So they lose against Tampa and we win against Baltimore. That puts us within a game and a half. Sim today.
They're in the last series of the season. This team's situation is precarious, but not without hope.
Yep, we are tight. It's a tight race, man. We'll find out how it turns out. We lose against Baltimore. They win against Tampa. We're still 2.5 games back. But if they lose this one to Tampa Bay, that will put us within striking distance here to win the division if we can win the series. So they, in fact, lose to Tampa. We are 2 games back going into this last series of the year, and we have a chance to win the division if we can get a win on the Yankees in the series. And what better way to start than with Jason Parham on the mound. Jason has faced off against the Yankees a grand total of 9 times before. He has a 4-1 record against them, a 3.88 ERA, and a 2.85 WOBA. So clearly, these are guys that have taken Jason to task here in recent months, and we want to make sure that we can get out here and do what we need to do against them. But there's nothing to it but to do it. Postseason kind of fate on the line here against the Yankees, so let's get out here and get it.
From the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park, MLB Network is on the air. The opener of the final series of the year between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Jason Parham is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age in the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
Striding into the box, Jacob May. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
And what better way to close out the season than against our divisional rivals in a chase for the division title. Let's get it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now on a
Two-seamer
Friday night.
just above the zone for ball 1.
For ball 1.
Hey, let's go, kid. Here we go.
Try curveball next.
Lifted down
And
the line.
he was
left.
early on that, I'm guessing.
And this will wind up a foul ball. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done.
He was late on it, so let's give him something a little bit faster then.
Here we go. The 1-1.
Cutter up and in.
Is taken high.
Top of the zone. Out of the zone, actually. So 2-1 count. Two-seamer down and in. There's the next call from Blake Swihart.
The 2-1. Sent on
Grounder
the
over
ground
to
out
second. Raul Mondesi's got it, and that'll be the first out.
Start the night. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade.
In the second spot tonight, shortstop, Tyler Wade.
First delivery to
Cutter inside for the first pitch.
And there's a
little too far inside. Cuts for a ball.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is the
Two-seamer
pitcher's
down and
best
in.
friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the
Swats it
strike
again
zone, he'll
over to
definitely call
Raul
that ball
Mondesi,
right
who
at the
ranges
knees.
into
If
the
he's
hole to
consistent
grab
with
it for
Dan,
the second
which
out.
Clyde always is. I'm okay with it.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
And that'll be Giancarlo Stanton now at the plate with nobody on and 2 outs.
Right fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the changeup to him.
And
drops in
Giancarlo,
there
of
for the
course,
first
has
strike.
4 home runs off of
This is
Jason
an
and
awesome
26
matchup,
plate appearances.
especially at
Good
this
for about
moment in
a,
time.
let's see,
You got some guys that are fighting
good
for some
for a
serious hardware,
9,
and I want to see how this shakes
11
out.
OPS and a 365 WOBA. So maybe not the greatest ever performance against Jason, but he is one of the most consistently dangerous guys against Jason in the game.
The windup and the 0-1.
And that's just going to be flared straight up for Derek Dietrich over at first.
Now. And
That'll end the inning.
Put it away to retire the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Yankees kept off the scoreboard in their half of the first. Red Sox coming to bat. You've dialed in MLB Network. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
All right, so nothing for Boston in the top of the, or the bottom of the first. So we'll get back out here and continue pitching in the bottom of, or top of the second. Excuse me. Once again, I'd be more than happy to hand off to a play-by-play man if I had to.
Stayed up a little high. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs
nothing
on
the two-seamer down and away, so
like
that's 2-1 count. Try a change-up inside.
Now the 2-1.
That nice arm action circle change, swing and a miss.
Strike number 2.
So that'll be 2-strike count to Wilson Contreras here.
Turn and burn everything.
So what else would you do to a right-handed batter but give him a little bit of showtime? Slider, let's get it.
And
swing and a miss. Thanks for playing.
The American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes.
It's a shame I don't have the strikeout whistle here. I'm not on the Yankees, but
and guys, can we focus
all the same, you Yankees fans, you know what I'm
There's
talking about.
there. 3 gold gloves on the defensive side of the ball. That's just special right there. Look for some highlight reel plays in this one.
And that misses
two-seamer
inside,
just
1-0.
off the black, apparently, for strike 1. Try another one, same spot-ish.
A swing and a shot
And that
hit
is
down the corner.
high and it's
That
far,
nearly
but
broke
it's going to be
our scoreless
foul.
tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
So he is going to try to go yard on that fastball, inside middle cut. So,
High in the air, carrying
that's going to be a fly ball, but I think it's within reach of Jackie Bradley Jr. out there. Indeed it is, and that'll just be a long, loud fly out for Chad Bailey. And that'll bring up Kenny's Vargas.
Settling in now, Kenny's Vargas. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race. He's ready. Here's the
Try
first
a
offering.
curveball first pitch.
A breaking
Freeze him.
ball taken at the knees for strike one.
I'm a lot more comfortable with using this curveball now. For a while, it was just kind of a pitch I didn't have a real use for.
Wait for a good one.
But I found that I can kind of flip it over in early counts and,
Behind
you know,
0-2 now.
without trying to use it for a strikeout pitch, I can still get it flipped over and usually get a pretty good result out of it. So, 0-2. Going to give Mr. Kenny Vargas a little circle change. Outside, swing and a miss. Thanks for playing. Have a seat. Get comfortable. Then get back out there. Well, actually, I guess you don't do any fielding on account of your DH. So, yeah, you know, go get yourself a cup of water. Sit down. Put your feet up. Take a break. See you in a couple innings.
Now to the plate, Johnny Redmond, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Johnny Redmond.
And the rookie coming out here, Johnny Redmond. Looks like he's already had his first major league at-bat and his first major league hit, so nothing to be made, no fame to be gained off of Jason today, but...
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Swing and a miss on that two-seamer up and in. And what else would you expect? Introduce the youngster to the slider.
Combo.
And he just kind of sits and waits and watches and just has a little snit.
With one away, time for a look at our current standings, and you can see that these guys enter play down by just 2 games in the division race.
Yep, as Matt Vasgersian says, excuse me, if we can take 2 out of 3.
Coming to the plate now, Clint Frazier. As you get a look at his current
well,
righty,
actually, I think we would have to
splits
win the
entering
series
play in this one.
outright to win the division outright.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside.
That would put us at a tie,
time,
and then we would have the last game decided.
Yankees
So
still on the lookout for
not as good as I thought it was. Not as rosy an outlook, let's say. But hey, at least we don't have. We're not in the position of having to play a game 163 if we do happen to sweep the series.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball.
Two-seamer inside, no swing for 2-1 count. So, what do you say, Jay? Little change up down the middle, inside. Try to get it in under his hands.
Hit down the
that was not under his hands, Jason.
This will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
All right, let's try this once again. And he taps the slider, so he makes contact with it.
Hey, let it rip one time. See it drive it like you can. Let's go.
I'll try that cutter away.
Cutter
a little too far away, Jay.
3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside.
Swing and a miss on the curveball, on the other hand, inside.
Him out as well.
That'll get
so
Clint Frazier striking
little
out.
Resistance here, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he
just dropped that right into the zone there, Jay.
And obviously, there was nothing he
just
could do
ease
at
that
point.
sucker right on in there.
Second baseman.
Here now is Micah Johnson. As he lifts it in the air to right
Loops
field.
it to right
Puig's
field.
got a
Yasiel
read on
Puig
it.
is out there, and that
No
will
trouble
end
with this one,
the
and the
inning.
inning is over.
So nothing going through 3 innings for
So
the Yankees. Let's see what the
1,
Red
2,
Sox
3.
can do here.
Home half of the
Still,
third coming up.
nothing.
No score. At the plate, Jacob May, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in.
No swing on the
but that
circle
hasn't been the
change
case.
for strike
Strike
one.
1 to start the at-bat.
Let's go right here.
Try another one down bottom of the zone.
That's
No
over,
swing on
put
one that
low.
drops
It's a ball
out.
and a strike.
Try a 2-seamer away.
2 balls and a strike
Still
down to the Yankees
nothing.
leadoff man.
And now the call's for one inside. Guess we'll try it, see how it works.
And this is on the inside edge.
Get kind of a generous call there from the ump.
It's called strike 2-2 now.
Would you want that one top outside corner? Okay.
Here now the 2-2.
Try.
Still
sprays that one
2-2.
off. Staying alive up there. How about we go cutter up and in?
Come on, big guy.
See if we can get a swing and a miss.
Lifted the other way.
Not
out
a swing and a
left
miss,
center.
but a fly
Waiting
ball
on
left
it is
field.
Benintendi's
Benintendi's back there
and
to pull it
that's
in,
the
and
first
that
out of the
will
inning.
be one away. Bringing up Tyler Wade once again.
Into the box, Tyler Wade.
Now batting. Shortstop, Tyler Wade.
First
Try
pitch of
cutter
the
up and in.
at-bat. Popped high in
Pops
the air.
that up to second base, and that'll be the second out. More than likely.
Play, and there are 2 gone now.
Beginning to feel nervous about the fielding ability of my
Now at the
fielders.
plate, Giancarlo Stanton.
No,
He popped out
no
in his
reason.
first
It's
trip.
just, you know, you get into these situations and you always start feeling nervous.
Infield
Still
in the
no score
overshift
across
here. Now
after
the pitch.
3 innings.
Ball
Into
1.
the 4th. 2 away. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. But no runs either side.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a
Okay,
bit high
2-0
that time
count to
as he misses for
Giancarlo
a
Stanton.
ball.
Not the place that you want to be in as a professional baseball pitcher.
Right now.
But nonetheless, we got to keep going, so.
3-0
Ooh.
now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Cutter
And this one
down.
misses for
Takes a
ball
4-pitch
4.
walk.
And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
And
They
it's
haven't
not
been
the end
able
of the
to
world.
register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Ready for another chance? Wilson Contreras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit hard
Rather
to the
give
ground
up a
towards
walk
second.
than a
That's
home
hit.
run
The
any
first
day.
of the
Wilson
game
Contreras
for the Yankees.
gets himself a base hit, put the Yankees on the hit column.
0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize
And that'll
it,
be men on
drive it
first
for a
and
base
second
hit.
with
Now
2
batting.
away.
The first baseman, Chad
Stepping in now, Chad Bailey. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, see you after John.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
2-0
Pitch
count.
is circle
Jason
change
losing
just a bit
command a
inside,
little
and
bit
it's 2-0
here.
now.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location.
And that's going to be a
in that
nice
strike
little
zone.
pop-up.
He's gotta
Raul
throw a
Mondesi's
strike
right there.
here.
And the 2-out
that'll end
threat
the inning.
will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs.
So
a
in
hit, 2
spite
left.
of the
On down
consecutive
to the
walk
bottom
and
half
single,
of
no
inning.
runs across, nothing happening. We'll go
Digging
into
in,
the
Kenny
5th with
Vargas
still
throws a
no
strikeout
score
victim in his
across.
first try.
designated hitter, Kenny Vargas.
The pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that
Okay,
promise.
2-0 count.
You know, Matt,
Once again,
sometimes it's
Jason
really
having
hard
some
to put a
trouble
finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having
hitting
a
his
very
spots.
difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a
Oof,
very good
cutter
season.
inside,
but
3-0
you know this, when
count.
you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more
That's
now
a strike,
like the
finally,
guy we thought he
3-1
was going
count.
to be.
Come on, let it rip right here.
Inside 2-seamer is the call.
In there
That's
for a
taken for a strike.
3-2 now.
Wow, there's a pitch
If he wasn't
right there
looking
that
for
this
that,
guy
I'm
would
not
like
sure
to
what
have
he
back
was
very
looking for.
rarely.
So,
No one out now.
but we're on a 3-2 count, so we'll try that low outside changeup.
That pitch.
And Kenny's Vargas just kind of watches it go on by, and that will be the first out of the fifth.
Score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth, and boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. So coming to the plate, Johnny Redmond. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Redmond.
Ready to deliver.
Come on, Jason. Let's keep it going.
And
get that strike out. Get that strike there.
It's nothing
somehow.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
Two-seamer on the black. Probably a bit of a makeup call there. Yeah, maybe not.
1-1.
No telling what some of these going to be like. So, it's late on that, but at the same time, 1-2 count to a right-handed batter. You know what's coming.
And the slider stayed low, apparently.
It's coming as a slider that gets no love from the
right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Here now the 2-2.
Swing and a miss on the two-seamer on the other hand, and that'll send down Johnny Redmond.
Still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently in 3rd place in the AL in that department. Digging in for his second at-bat, Clint Frazier will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here comes the first pitch. And
Cutter high outside the zone.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get
slider on the inside gets fouled off. It's late
runs,
on the pitch, so let's go.
1 error on the Yankee line score so far.
Inside two-seam.
Good opposite field power here.
That's going. It's going.
Gone.
And it's gone. That is Clint Frazier with his 16th home run on the year, 380 feet into Williamsburg in the bullpens, and that makes it 1-0 Yankees.
Home run number
top of the 5th
for him on the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Yeah, that one was just a little bit too close to the middle of the zone, and he nailed it.
Into the box now, Micah Johnson, as he takes a fastball.
And Jason getting no help on the corners this time. Swing and a miss on the changeup.
A swing and a miss.
Hey, let's go right here. Hey, let's go, big
the 1-1 home.
Tried cutter up and in.
Lifted down the
that
line.
Was not up. That was not in. That was just kind of middle of the plate. And you're lucky that he was late on it there, Jay.
Here he comes on
a two-seamer down and away. Hope he protects. He will not protect. He'll just kind of watch it go on by. And that'll end the inning, but not before. The Yankees break the 0-0 tie with that Clint Frazier solo shot. It's 1-0 Red Sox, or 1-0 Yankees going into the bottom of the 5th.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jacob May. He'll start
and
the inning.
Red Sox respond in decisive fashion, going 2-1
right, guys?
at the bottom of the 5th. So Jason has the lead going into the top of the 6th. See if we can't hold it.
Guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Now the bunt attempt hits him here, but they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike.
Well, that's just adding insult to injury there. Under the rules of baseball, if you offer at a pitch and you get hit by the pitch, it still counts as a strike, not as a hit by a pitch. So Jason nailed Jacob May here, who attempted to bunt that first pitch. And I think we hit him on either the bicep or the chest or something. That's right under, Rafael Devers' hand, so that'll be the first
Nice
hit of the inning.
right there.
And a man winds up on first base regardless.
He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
So clearly not feeling too badly affected by that hit by pitch, but all the same, we offer you well wishes in this time of your hardship.
In now, Tyler Wade, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Try that cutter away. Kind of dips into his bat there. You might as well use a little showtime on it. Swing and a miss. Tyler Wade goes down on strikes.
Now in the ball game for him.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the
Jason's still collecting strikeouts.
At this point in the season, it's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton.
So Giancarlo Stanton takes that cutter up and in, no swing.
For the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Two seamers coming up at him. Don't plunk him. Curveball gets that corner. My goodness.
Hey, I don't mind that.
Nailed that spot.
That was a nasty,
just beautiful
ball. Started outside the zone.
Let's try change up in on the hands of Stanton here too.
There he goes.
Swing and a miss.
Got him swinging to throw.
Got the strikeout, but in the meantime, Jacob May takes a stolen base over here. I'll be man on second with 2 away here. So man on scoring position for Wilson Contreras.
Catcher Wilson Contreras.
No home runs off of Jason to date. 708 OPS and a 317 WOBA, so not outstanding numbers, pretty average really.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Two-seamer up, no swing, no strike.
Hey, let it rip. Let it rip. Hey, let's hold him right here.
Try curveball away.
And a breaking
that
ball
apparently is a strike.
It's 1-1.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's looking for. Sprays off the cutter.
Fouled off. May at second with 2 down.
Slider time though. 1-2 count.
There, kid. Let's go now.
Try one down and away. See what happens.
And he will
just gets caught looking. That will end the inning. Keep it right where it's at. 2-1 score going into the bottom of the 6th. Let's see what else Boston can do here.
It's the Red Sox 2 and the Yankees 1. Ready for another shot now, Chad Bailey. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted
away,
their
no
defense
swing.
to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Outside
Still no swing on that cutter.
It's a 2-ball count.
So it's really not helping Jason right now.
Time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1.
That's right, past Derek Dietrich into left or right field.
Look for him to get loose on
Yasiel Puig can't get to it, so that's going to be a nice little leadoff double for Chad Bailey.
Business here. It's a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for
so they got something going here.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be.
And that's going to be Jason's day right then and there. So Kenny Vargas avoids the prospect of getting a hat from Jason today, but
what kind of role they could get on.
Jason's still sticking it out here.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
Jason giving the fans a salute, collecting 10 strikeouts on the day, so clearly not a bad showing for the young man. But now we got Gustavo Cordova coming out, who really has not shown that he's got what it takes at the moment. 5.06 ERA right now in 48 innings. I don't know how many blown saves he's got, but there's an awful lot, I'm sure. Anyway, we'll find out what the Red Sox can do with a man on second. No outs in the 7th. Survey says... Well, Boston came out and did what they needed to do today, and they take it in extras. Jason gets denied a victory on the day, but he still pitches for 6 innings, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits and a walk, one of which was that Clint Frazier solo shot. Collects 10 strikeouts, gets a no decision as the bullpen blows it for him in the 7th, but his final record on the year is 13-7, and he remains at 59-39 in his career. His ERA has gone to 2.14, his FIP is at 2.42, and his xFIP is at 2.73. So that's it for the game today. I'll see you in the clubhouse as we close out the season and try to make our case to win the division.
Thanks for watching MLB Network.
So, here we find ourselves. Jason has finished the season with a disappointing 13-7 record, but an impressive 2.14 ERA, 219 innings pitched, a 248 strikeouts, and a 103 whip, which is all very impressive. But right now, we're more concerned about these damn Yankees and winning the series, winning out the rest of the season to take the division. So let's see what we can do. Sean Manaea and Luis Severino on the bump for Game 2. Let's see. We win it 3-2 in... Let's see. How did we win it? I have to check the box score, I guess. We won it early and often, really. We won it in the 9th, actually. We walked it off. So, no way of knowing how that game finally turned out on account of I wasn't able to watch it, but very impressive nonetheless. So, coming into the final game of the season, Boston and New York are tied. 94-67 records, so neither team is going to get to 100 this year. But we got Chris Sale and Jordan Montgomery on the bump. Chris Sale is probably going to win the Cy Young Award this year for the Red Sox, so we got the best chance possible to take this one. 19-7 Chris Sale. Let's see what we got. And in fact, the Red Sox have finished the season at 95-67 and won their division. We will be taking on the winner of the wild card playoff game. Congratulations, Jason Parham. You're taking the bus for the 3rd time in your career. So let's take a look at the bracket right now. The wild cards for the American League are going to be the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. So for the 3rd year running, I think, this is again an American League East wild card game. The Detroit Tigers and Los Angeles Angels are going to be facing off against each other in the ALDS, while Boston faces the American League wild card winner. And on the National League side, guess who it is? It's the Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres in the wild card, which is quite something. They are going to go the winner of that set is going to face off against the Chicago Cubs, while the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies get their chance to win the NLDS. So that's your bracket for the 2023 Jason Parham World Series, or postseason rather. So right now we are looking at Friday, March 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Jason Parham 2023 postseason stream, in which the Boston Red Sox take on the winner of the AL wildcard, hopefully advance further than the ALDS for the first time in 3 years, and get a chance to take their talents and Jason Parham all the way to the World Series. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.